1 minute, guys.
Good afternoon. I'm Under Sheriff Pat Ivey, and I'm here with you this afternoon to talk about the arrest of one of our employees, Police Officer Max A. Hovey, who is a 8-year veteran with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. He has a hire date of May 19th, 2014. He's being charged with 1 count of trespass in a structure or conveyance, Florida State Statute 810.08. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Which stems from an incident last night where patrol officers responded to a location where a female complainant advised that an individual who ended up being Hovey was in her backyard looking in her rear window. It was determined that the individual in question was indeed an employee of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, or Integrity Special Investigations Unit responded to take lead. And during their follow-up investigation, it was determined that this is a former girlfriend of Officer Hovey, in which they had been in a relationship, I believe, for multiple years, and had since ceased to be in that relationship. That he entered, it's like a townhome setup. He entered the rear area of her residence and was looking in a window when she was alerted to his presence by her dog. So he was brought down to Integrity's office a little while ago, did not give a statement at that time, but was then served a warrant. We arrested him on a warrant for that basic charge that we had gotten earlier today. So this marks the 4th arrest of 2022 compared to 10 arrests in all of 2021. And those arrests are broken down with 2 police officers and 2 corrections officers. I'll say that Officer Hovey did not resign from his position with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. And I have expressed that process probably in every one of these over the last couple years. I think it's important. He did not resign, so now he goes through the criminal proceedings, and then we go into the administrative process. So we don't do them concurrently because we do not want to jeopardize the criminal case against the employee, meaning we cannot prosecute him if we force him to answer questions, which we can in an administrative process. We could bring him in and order him. We'll follow that case through, and then we will deal with him from his employment perspective, and I will take any questions you may have.
Is he currently on a suspended status with the Sheriff's Office?
So he's probably in the jail still right at this moment. He will have options, and that's kind of what I go into every time because there's all these questions. In a certain circumstances, when it's a felony, we are allowed to do what's called an emergency suspension. These are not Jacksonville Sheriff's Office rules. These are civil service rules. Everybody can get access to them. It's actually a board or the rules that for the civil service employees of the cities in Jacksonville. And they have these in other municipalities themselves. But we have to follow it, that we cannot immediately fire him. He has the options at his disposal that if he chooses not to leave the agency, he can appeal our decision of whatever discipline that is. He then goes before a civilian board, it's not us, and he pleads his case and appeals whatever discipline. He also has the option of going through a arbitrator, but that's a whole nother process. So right this moment, he's probably in the jail. He will bond out. I'm sure he then will himself take a little bit of time. His police powers have been taken away. Maybe that's what you're getting at. It's called a defrock process, which we implemented on him at the time of taking him into custody. He has no police powers. He will not drive a police car. He will not carry a gun. He will not have a badge. His ID card basically is turned off. He's given a visitor's badge, and he is assigned to a desk until we go through this process.
A quick follow-up question to that, with this being a misdemeanor charge, will the sheriff's office make a move to fire him, or can you speak on that?
It kind of depends. So you kind of want me to give the cart in front of the horse. Alls I have now is this one document. So for me to go into and enter and say I would fire him versus a felony at this point, I don't have enough information. Alls I have is the basic elements. I can tell you an arrest usually results in, at minimum, even a very low misdemeanor and some form of suspension, some in termination. But again, you're asking me, that's why you've got that process. We do a full summation. It's a much larger document, and it gives, hey, has he had other complaints, which I haven't looked at? Does he have anything in there that allows us to say, hey, he can no longer be an employee of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office?
Physically touch or harm the
No.
former girlfriend?
Window in between them, closed window, my understanding.
Thank you, Undersheriff.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Don't need one?